What if to create the life you actually want, you don't need to become a better version of yourself? You don't need to be more disciplined or more productive, but what you actually need to do is to understand who you are when you step fully into your potential, to become unapologetically you. So in this video, we will break down why even a successful person can feel unhappy or unfulfilled, and we will understand what is the Majesty Code and how it can help you to build the life of your dreams. Here is the thing. Your life is probably not bad at all. You've achieved a lot: career, stability, success, and from the outside, your life can look great. But inside, you ask yourself the question, is this really it? And why I'm not feeling like I'm where I'm supposed to be? Your life doesn't inspire you anymore. And I know that you work hard. You show up, you handle it all, but somehow there is less and less you in your own life. You want to feel excited again. You want to do something that really inspires you and make money doing it. You want more freedom, more creativity, and more meaning in your life. And you know that you are capable of more, but you don't know where to start. You don't know what should be your next step. Change careers, maybe create your own business, move houses, go to another country, or maybe nothing and just trying to show up differently. And somewhere deep down, the scariest question of all shows up. What if there is so much more in me, but I will never be able to fully step in my potential? This is the real tragedy. Living the whole life without ever unlocking this unique mix of qualities, talents, and your unique energy that you came here to express in this world. When we feel stuck, we usually start looking for the answers outside of ourselves. One more self-development book, one more personality quiz, one more coaching or course, and maybe a new strategy from someone who made it with the question, what should I do? But you can follow someone else's strategy perfectly and still end up feeling completely empty in the end. You can become a great professional in the field that was never supposed to be yours because it's not aligned with your true gifts and talents and potential. You can chase a goal for years, get it, and then realize, I don't want life that comes with this. That path feels like a constant fight, like a marathon where you're running on empty, because all your precious energy is going to the struggle itself, and you cannot use this for creation. That's why you feel burnout. That's why you don't feel any joy inside of it, and you lost the meaning of your life. And I know this feeling perfectly because it was my experience. My name is Iryna. I'm coach, energy healer, and tarot expert, and I help people today to uncover their unique blueprint, who they truly are at their highest potential, so they can build a life and career that really fit them. I grew up in an ordinary family in Ukraine, dreaming about an extraordinary life. At 15, I fell in love with France, with French art de vivre, and then eventually moved here to study winemaking. And I built my dream career in one of the most prestigious companies in the world, which is Moet Hennessy, a part of LVMH Group. I had everything that I imagined in my dreams: prestige, luxury, aesthetics, chic events, beautiful travels. But more I was becoming successful, less I felt like myself. I worked harder, tried to be perfect, kept proving myself, until one evening in London, I was alone in my hotel room. I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself. I didn't see the light in my eyes. It was a shadow of my own. And I heard this voice in my head, Iryna, you need to stop, because if not, you will be seriously sick. And in that exact period, my father died when he was only 51. And suddenly one question became impossible to ignore. If life can end this quickly, am I living mine? That question changed everything. It led me into years of studying psychology, energy work, tarot, coaching. But the biggest realization, it was that I was not exhausted because I worked too hard. I was so exhausted because I was trying to become someone that I was never meant to be. The moment I stopped building my life around the idea of who I thought I should be, and I started to build it around who I am truly, everything changed. I left the company, I started my own business, and now I help other people to make this quantum leap and to start building their true life. If what I'm saying resonates with you, if you realize that you don't want to keep achieving results by fighting with life, but you want to grow and succeed in alignment with who you truly are, you are ready to activate your Majesty Code. Your Majesty Code is your identity at the highest level of your potential. It's the magic combination, it's the unique combination of your qualities, talents, strengths, and abilities that you came to express in this world, to shine bright like a diamond. This part of you didn't come here to hide. It came here to create, to express, to thrive. Majesty Code helps you to understand how you are actually wired. What are your strengths? What brings you back to life? And what is the most natural way for you to create results and success in this life? So let me explain you how this actually works. Phase number 1 is reveal. We will reveal together your unique Majesty Code through archetypes and deep personal explorations. So we will reconnect yourself with your body, but also with your higher self. But knowing who you are, knowing your potential, understanding it, it's not enough. You can understand that you have the potential to become a great leader, but you can still feel the fear every time you need to take the lead. So that's why phase number 2, it's liberate. We will liberate you from your fears and limiting beliefs standing between you and your real power. So when you understand your potential, when you feel yourself liberated from limiting beliefs and fears, so number 3, it's to embody your Majesty Code. And for that, we will create your expansion plan. First, concrete steps toward the life you want to create. And as a result, you stop living from should and you start choosing what really energizes you. You stop spending your energy trying to become someone else. You start spending it to build your own life, to build your success, to bring value to people and create meaning. You will also feel more clarity, courage, and drive. And also, this is the reality shift. So as you change, your reality changes with you because you start to vibrate on a different frequency, the frequency of your Majesty Code, where everything is possible, where you will have new opportunities, you will have new feeling of yourself. Because what is the Majesty Code is to feel that you are majestic. Let me give you an example. A woman once came to me completely lost in her life. She was in a state of deep depression and apathy. She didn't know what to do with her life. From outside, everything was okay. She had a good job, she had a good salary, but she was completely disconnected from her soul. Because you know that burnout is when we are disconnected from our soul, when our soul cannot express anymore in this world. And we started to make the deep analysis of her archetypes, and one of her key archetype was the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is the archetype of sharp intellect, communication, speaking her own truth, and also create, being visible, create communities. But the person in front of me, she was the complete opposite. Very shy, closed, she was afraid to speak, she was afraid to be misunderstood. But deep inside her, she felt the potential of the King of Swords. So we started 2 months mentorship, deep energy work, a lot of practices, and practical exercises. And after that, she was unrecognizable. She started to feel and enjoy life again. She decided to quit her job, to start a yoga course. Also, she has found love. All these beautiful changes because she really understood that she can be more, that she can allow herself, give herself the permission to be this version of herself that is in the full potential. So if right now you're feeling like, yes, I'm excited to understand more about my Majesty Code, I invite you to a free 20 minutes diagnostic session where we will deep dive into your situation and I will reveal your first key archetype and you will already have the first glimpse into your Majesty Code. See you very soon.